relapsed on NoFap. Yes bro, you heard right and you've read the title right. I relapsed on NoFap. But I think I kinda didn't. But on this one, man, I really need to know your opinion. Because a few days ago I had this urge, right, to watch you know what. But the thing is that I don't get this urge too often, right? Because I'm on NoFap for over 1 year and 4 months. So for most part, I learned to control this urge. But this time it basically controlled me, right? So I searched for you know what, I clicked on the browser, then search for you know what, right? Then I clicked on that, but in that time, right, my mind realized that I'm doing something that I should not be doing. So right after I clicked on that link, right, again, my mind realized that I'm doing something that I should not be doing, right? So at that time, I realized it, right? And just like almost immediately, right, like few seconds after I clicked on that link, I immediately clicked off, right? And I just saw something in the corner of my eye, right? And that was it. So that's why, man, I really need to know your opinion down in the comments if that counts as a failure or not. But why am I telling you all of this stuff, right? That, I'm on NoFap, just to brag, right? That I'm on NoFap for over 1 year and, few months, and right now I failed, right? And that's it, you're not involved in this, right, at all, right? No, man, I'm not telling you, I'm not recording this just for fun, just because I maybe failed, right? No, because I realized, and I really realized one thing that can really help you on your NoFap journey too. And that thing, man, the the little hack that I realized is simply that NoFap, it's not about days, counting days, how many days you are on NoFap, right? And no, actually NoFap is a way of life. Because whether I failed or not, right, man, I don't care about that. Because as I told you, I immediately clicked off, right? So I barely saw anything, and also I didn't touch my PP, right? Because that is the thing that I will never do again, right? And my mind knows that, because whether my mind will try to control me, convince me as hard as possible, I will never fall for that shit again, right? I will never let my mind conquer me, and I will never touch that thing again. Because fapping for me, bro, this was the main shit that caused me to start NoFap, right? Because fapping caused me a thing called varicose veins down there in my balls, right? And again, I told you this shit, guys, many times on this channel, right? You can search it up on YouTube, because this can cause some problems with fertility, right? Your testosterone as a man can also decrease, and etc., right? Again, you can just search it up online. But again, so my mind knows that I will never do it, right? That's just taboo. My mind knows that I will never do that shit again, because again, that thing ruined my life. But the thing is that, yeah, I can maybe conquer, not touching my PP, right? Not touching the thing down there, right? But still to this day, I'm fighting with, urge to watch, those adult content, right? And it's crazy, because sometimes it really controls me, and sometimes I have a really hard time to control it, right? But again, when I realized this thing that NoFap is a way of life, it's not about counting days, right? It's not about how long you are NoFap, right? 1 year, 2 years, it doesn't matter. It's always a way of life. But the thing is that if you are on NoFap for a prolonged period of time, right? For example, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, right? 1.5 years, 2 years, again, it doesn't matter, right? I think that, your mind is strong enough to know that, that thing, right, touching that thing and, fapping, that's just taboo, right? You'll never do it because your mind is strong enough, right? But what is easier, right? What is the easier thing, right? Just search it up, just do few clicks, right? That takes less energy, right? Of course, than fapping. But the thing is that I think most of you, and including me, we are still fighting with this urge to watch porn, right? Because that is the easier thing than fapping. And also, man, don't be upset, when you will watch just, those views, right? When you will just fall for that shit, and that shit will conquer you, right? Don't be upset, don't be angry at yourself, right? Like, hey, me, I'm stupid, I've watched that shit again and I ruined, 2 years of progress, right? Again, man, like I just told you, NoFap is more about mentality, right? Mind and also mindset than about counting days. Because that is the main reason, bro, why most guys will fail on NoFap, right? Because they're, focusing on counting days, right? Again, NoFap is not about counting days, how many days you are on NoFap. No, it's more about mentality. It's a way of life. So even if you will watch porn, right? Even if you will maybe, like I said, just ruin, right? That's why I'm quoting it, ruin 2 years of progress, because in reality, you didn't ruin that. Don't be mad at yourself, don't be, angry at yourself, right? Like, hey, I'm stupid, I watched that shit and I ruined, my progress. You just need to stay positive, right? Of course, I'm not telling you that it's okay to do that, right? No, I'm not telling you that. But when this thing will happen, right, you need to remind yourself that you will build your way back up. Because for most of you, also me included, right, when you are on NoFap for a prolonged period of time, right, again, for 3 months, 6 months, a year, it doesn't matter, right? It's basically like a muscle memory, right? Because if you're going to the gym, man, what I'm talking about, right? Because if you will give yourself just a pause, from a gym, if you will rest a little bit, for example, like a month, right? That's a very long rest period, right? But it doesn't matter, because the thing is that even if you will rest, right? Again, for a month and a half from a gym, right? You will take a break. Your body, right? Your body still knows how it looked like before, right? Of course, you will lose some muscle, right? But there is a muscle memory. So when you will start working out again, you will regain that muscle very quickly. And in NoFap, it's the same thing, right? It's like a muscle memory. So if you're NoFap again for a long period of time, right? 3 months, 6 months, right? And you will watch porn, right? Your mind, your brain still remembers how you were behaving, right? How you were acting, and etc., right? And guys, so even if you will watch it, right, and then you will click off, right, and then you will get back on the track, you will regain that strong, mind again very quickly. Again, it's like a gym. It's just like a muscle memory. So that's it for this video. If you've watched in the end, I really appreciate you, man. If you enjoyed this one, hit the thumbs up button. Also, comment down below where you are from, because I'm curious where my audience is from. If you feel generous, click the subscribe button. Also, click the bell right next to it so you'll never miss a new video from me. Stay relentless.